Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1, today, because the story I'm about to tell you is one you won't want to miss. We're diving into a coin that carries history, beauty, and the thrill of hidden value all in one small piece of metal, the 2001 Vermont State Quarter. This is more than just loose change, it's a piece of America's statehood story that has captured the hearts of collectors across the country, and I'm going to share with you why it's so special, what makes it rare, the errors that can turn it into a treasure, and why every coin hunter should be on the lookout for it. The Vermont Quarter was released in 2001 as part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, and it's instantly recognizable by its breathtaking design: maple trees standing tall, sap buckets hanging from them, and the rugged outline of Camel's Hump Mountain in the background. This design is a love letter to Vermont's natural beauty and its maple syrup heritage, and it's one of those coins that feels like a mini postcard from a state you can hold in your hand. But while millions were minted, not all are created equal, and that's where things get exciting for collectors. Over the years, certain Vermont quarters have been discovered with striking errors that make them worth far more than face value. Imagine finding one with an off-center strike that leaves part of the design missing, or a dramatic double die that makes the letters or details pop in a way they shouldn't. Those are the finds that make a collector's heart race. Some coins came with die cracks running through the mountain or the trees, creating unique patterns that make each one of a kind. Others have been discovered with missing clad layers, giving the coin a golden-toned appearance that turns heads at coin shows and auctions. What makes this coin even more thrilling is how quickly a perfect condition example can rise in value. If you've got one fresh from a mint roll, with sharp detail and a flawless shine, you're already holding something that serious collectors are searching for. And if that beauty happens to have one of the rare mint errors, you could be looking at a coin that sells for hundreds in the right setting. There have been cases where Vermont quarters with dramatic off-center errors have sold in coin shows in New York, while pristine examples with double dies have crossed the auction block in California for serious money. For collectors, my biggest tip is simple but powerful: don't just glance at your Vermont quarters, study them. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubled lettering, look closely at Lincoln's maple tree design for extra lines or cracks, and always check the edges for any missing layers or unusual color changes. And when you find one that looks special, protect it right away. Put it in a coin flip, keep it safe from scratches, and if it truly looks like a rare error or in flawless condition, get it graded by a professional service. A graded coin can open the door to higher offers from serious buyers and even make it easier to sell at auctions or to private collectors. This is why the 2001 Vermont Quarter remains in such high demand among coin enthusiasts. It's beautiful, it's historic, and in the right condition or with the right error, it's a ticket to holding something truly valuable. Imagine picking up change at a gas station in Vermont, only to realize months later that one of those quarters is worth far more than you ever thought. That's the thrill of the hunt, and it's what keeps collectors scanning through every coin they find. And yes, while it entered the world as just a 25-cent piece, some of these treasures have changed hands for hundreds of dollars, and in rare cases even more when the right buyer comes along. That's why every time you get a quarter in change, it's worth that second look. You never know when history, beauty, and hidden value will land right in your palm, so keep your eyes open, your hands steady, and your heart ready for that rush of discovery, because the 2001 Vermont State Quarter is out there waiting to be found. If you've enjoyed this little trip through one of America's most charming state quarters, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe right now so you never miss the next hidden treasure we uncover. Share your coin finds in the comments. Tell us if you've ever spotted a Vermont quarter with an error, and join our community of collectors who know that the next coin in your change could be the one everyone else wishes they had. Top 2, I'm talking about the 1999 New Jersey State Quarter, a piece that doesn't just sit quietly in your change, it tells the tale of a defining moment in American history and holds the kind of rarity and error potential that makes collectors' hearts race. Today, I'm going to walk you through its design, its uniqueness, and the kinds of surprises that have turned ordinary-looking quarters into auction-worthy treasures. So listen closely because every detail matters. This coin was released in 1999 as the third state quarter in the program, and right away, it caught attention with its powerful design. Washington crossing the Delaware River on that icy Christmas night in 1776, leading his troops to a victory that would change the course of the Revolution. The detail is breathtaking, from the soldiers' determined faces to the ripples in the water, and the design alone makes it a standout for anyone who loves history and artistry in their coins. But as collectors know, beauty is just the beginning. The real thrill comes when you discover that not all New Jersey quarters came out of the mint looking exactly the same. Some were struck with dramatic double dies where the lettering or fine details seem to echo, others show off-center strikes that push parts of the design toward the rim, and there are even examples with die cracks running through the river or across Washington's figure, creating a truly unique coin. There have also been reports of New Jersey quarters missing their clad layer, revealing a golden-colored core beneath the surface. And these coins absolutely stand out in a pile of silver-toned quarters. In coin shows from New Jersey to California, rare examples like these have been laid out under glass, drawing crowds of curious collectors ready to pay top dollar for a chance to own them. If you're searching through your coins, here's my tip: don't just look at the front and back once and move on. Use a magnifying glass and check every letter for signs of doubling. Study the fine details in Washington's boat for any missing lines or unusual textures, and always inspect the edges for color changes or layering issues. Keep your best finds in protective holders right away, because even the smallest scratch can take away from a coin's appeal to serious buyers. The 1999 New Jersey quarter is one of those pieces that stays in high demand because it's both the start of the series and a coin with powerful storytelling in its design. Collectors love it because it connects them to a moment in history, but they chase the rare versions because those can be worth far more than you'd expect. Imagine picking up a handful of change at a grocery store in Trenton and realizing one of those coins has an error so rare it could sell for hundreds in the right auction. That's the kind of discovery that makes this hobby so thrilling. When it first entered circulation, it was worth exactly 25 cents, but for the right coin with the right rarity, collectors today have paid amounts in the hundreds at shows and online auctions, with some standout examples drawing even more when competition between bidders heats up. So keep searching, keep learning, and never underestimate the change in your pocket. The 1999 New Jersey quarter could be sitting quietly in your coin jar right now, waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this look into one of America's most iconic state quarters, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and join our community of coin lovers who know the next treasure could be just one coin away. Top 3. Let me take you on a journey into the heart of one of America's most fascinating modern quarters, a coin that doesn't just carry monetary value but tells a story thousands of years old. This is the 2017 Effigy Mounds quarter, and if you're a collector or even just a curious coin finder, you'll want to listen closely because there's history, mystery, and the potential for rare treasures hiding right in your pocket change. The Effigy Mounds quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, and it was released to honor the Effigy Mounds National Monument in Iowa. Its design is unlike any other quarter in the series. You see ancient mound shapes created by Native American cultures, viewed from above as they appear on the landscape, with an eagle, a bear, and other forms carved into the earth. It's a tribute to a sacred site and an ancient people whose work has survived for more than 1,000 years, and it stands out immediately for its uniqueness and cultural importance. But beyond its beauty, this coin hides secrets that make collectors chase it with passion. The 2017 Effigy Mounds quarter has been found with some incredible mint errors, dramatic double dies that make the letters or details stand out, off-center strikes that shift the design toward the rim, and even coins missing their clad layer, revealing a golden-colored copper core that shines differently from the rest. There are also coins with die cracks running through the sky or the mounds, creating a one-of-a-kind pattern no other coin will have. And here's where the thrill gets even better: special satin finish versions were made for collector sets, and if they've been kept untouched since release, they glow with a texture and luster that regular circulation coins simply can't match. In auctions from Des Moines to Los Angeles, high-grade Effigy Mounds quarters with rare errors have drawn big attention from bidders, proving that even a modern coin can make headlines when it's rare enough. If you're hunting for this quarter, my advice is to take your time with each one you find. Use a magnifying glass to study the lettering for doubling, scan the mound shapes for cracks or extra lines, and run your fingers along the edges to feel for layering differences or texture changes. Keep any coin that looks unusual, protect it in a coin holder, and consider professional grading if you believe you've got something special. A certified high-grade coin is far more attractive to serious buyers and can sell faster when the right opportunity comes along. Collectors love the Effigy Mounds Quarter because it combines artistry, history, and the thrill of rarity in one piece. It's part of a series that has already become a favorite for many, but this particular design is often talked about as one of the most unique ever released. Imagine finding one in your change, not realizing at first what you had, and later discovering it was a rare double die worth far more than you thought. That's the kind of magic that keeps people searching and checking every coin they touch. When it first came out in 2017, it was worth just 25 cents. But certain rare examples in perfect condition or with dramatic errors have sold for hundreds of dollars in coin shows and auctions, especially when multiple bidders wanted the same piece. Top 4. We are going to step into the world of one of the most talked about modern quarters, a coin that may look like just another piece of change at first glance but is hiding a whole lot more than its face value. This is the 2015 Homestead National Monument of America Quarter, and trust me when I say, you do not want to miss a single detail about this one because the story, the rarity, and the incredible errors that have been found on it make it one of the most exciting pieces for any coin hunter or collector. The Homestead Quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful series, and it celebrates the Homestead National Monument in Nebraska, a tribute to the Homestead Act of 1862 and the courage of early settlers who built their lives from the ground up. On the reverse, you'll see the image of a pioneer-era home, a water pump, and a bundle of wheat, symbols of survival, hard work, and the American dream. It's a beautiful design, but beyond that beauty lies the potential for real treasure if you know what to look for. Some of the most valuable homestead quarters have been found with dramatic doubling on the water pump, the windows of the home, or even on the wheat. There are coins with snow-like die chips that collectors call snow on the roof, where extra metal appears above the house, making it look like a winter scene. Others have major die cracks, cuds, or partial collar strikes that give the coin a striking and unique appearance. There are even missing clad layer examples, where the outer nickel coating is absent on one or both sides, revealing a copper-colored surface underneath. These always draw attention at coin shows because they stand out instantly from the rest. In auctions across the country, from Nebraska to Florida, rare error homestead quarters in pristine condition have attracted serious bidding wars, proving just how much demand there is for these finds. If you're checking your change for this coin, here's my tip: never rush your search. Take a magnifying glass and examine the windows of the house closely, look at the water pump spout for extra lines or thickening, and scan the roof for those famous die chips that make collectors' hearts race. Always keep error examples separate from your regular coins, and protect them right away in coin flips or holders to avoid any damage. Collectors love the Homestead Quarter because it's not only a tribute to American history, it's also one of the modern quarters with a wide variety of recognized errors, making the hunt for it all the more exciting. Whether you find one in your pocket change or you're searching through coin rolls from the bank, the possibility of discovering a rare and valuable piece is always there. When it was first released in 2015, its value was simply 25 cents, but rare high-grade examples with dramatic errors have sold in markets and auctions for amounts reaching into the hundreds, especially when multiple bidders wanted the same unique coin. So keep your eyes sharp, your patience steady, and your passion alive, because the 2015 Homestead Quarter might just be waiting in your change jar right now. Top 5 and last rare coin. A coin that not only tells a story but carries a level of detail and rarity that has made collectors search far and wide for the perfect example. The 2019 American Memorial Park Quarter is more than just 25 cents in your hand. It is a tribute to sacrifice, history, and artistry, and in some cases it can be worth far more than you might imagine. This quarter was released to honor the American Memorial Park in the Northern Mariana Islands, a place dedicated to the American and Marianas people who gave their lives during World War II. The reverse design shows a young woman standing before the Memorial Court of Honor, reading the names engraved there, with the flag flying high above, a deeply moving image that instantly connects anyone holding the coin to the history it represents. Now, What makes this coin so exciting for collectors is the variety of rare errors and special conditions that have been discovered since its release. Some examples have incredible double die errors where details in the lettering or parts of the memorial appear doubled when viewed closely. Others have die cracks running across the sky or the flagpole, creating a unique pattern on each coin. Even more dramatic are off-center strikes where the design is shifted and the rim is uneven. These always get attention from coin buyers because no two are alike. There are also coins missing their outer nickel layer, showing a golden copper surface underneath, and satin finish versions made for special collector sets that shine with a texture and brilliance you will never see in pocket change. Dealers in cities like Chicago and San Francisco have sold rare error versions of the American Memorial Park Quarter for impressive amounts at coin shows, especially when the coin has been kept in mint condition since it left the press. If you're searching for this coin in your change or through bank rolls, take your time and check carefully. Look at the flag area for doubling or cracks, inspect the lettering for any unusual thickness or extra lines, and scan the edges for misalignments or layer differences. Keep any coin that shows something unusual, place it in a protective holder, and consider sending it for professional grading if it appears flawless. Collectors will pay a premium for certified high-grade examples. The beauty of the American Memorial Park Quarter is that it combines emotional history with numismatic rarity. It's a coin that not only looks stunning but has a growing reputation in the collecting world for its potential hidden value. And because it was only minted in 2019, finding one in perfect condition is becoming more challenging, which only adds to the thrill of the hunt. When it was first released in 2019, its original market value was just 25 cents, but rare high-grade examples with striking errors have sold in auctions and coin markets for hundreds, sometimes drawing fierce bidding between determined collectors. So keep your eyes sharp and your hands ready because your next big coin find could be right in your pocket. If you love learning about coins with a story and the potential for value, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss another treasure we uncover together. And share your own experiences in the comments. Maybe you found an American Memorial Park Quarter that's worth far more than you ever expected.